We went to go and rob one bank at Oyekiti, UBA Bank. At Oyekiti, when the robbery is taken up, I lead them to inside to go and park the money, while others are in outside. At the same time, at Ileoluji too, I also lead them inside to park the money, while others are outside. The two Okada man drive Okada for them to look around for anything. At Ileoluji, I also lead them inside to park the money. At Ileoluji, where we park the money, our share, my own share is 1.1 million. One is another person 500, another person 350, just like that. That's how we share the money. At Idore, we also share the money. Both Oyekiti too, we also share the money. We are many in number, but we thank God for God. We thank God for God that policeman got us arrested, because it's the will of God for policeman to arrest us. If not the will of God, it will not be so. Because God has purpose for us. That is why. God is able for us. That is why. Because we know that we have already sinned, and then we have sinned against man and God. Now we have already begged for the forgiveness of the sin from Almighty God. I beg for the forgiveness of Almighty God from Almighty. I also beg for the forgiveness from the woman being so. The gun that we use pumping action, 3 pumping action, 1 AK, and local guns.
How long have you been? He has said it. How much was the whole money? You being a robber.
We did not count the money. We did not count the money. It is Adawa Super is the one that introduced me. And then the master planner of the bank at Ileoluji is daily.
Don't call anybody's name.
Then, how many policemen have you?
At Ileoluji, 4 policemen were killed. At Oyekiti, 2 policemen was killed.
How did you feel after killing them?
Because I'm inside, when I got outside, when I saw them, I blamed them. When I started to blame them, one out of them fired my leg. This is the leg.
Your colleague?
Yes, because I blamed them. So why do you fire police? This is the leg. That is the way. But I will not mention the person's name.
When did you join this business?
Yeah, it's 2018.
Huh?
2018.
How did you treat yourself?
Sir,
how did you?
I used hot water and ampiclos.
So since 2018, what have you used your money to do? The money where you make from the rob.
It is last year we get to the rob bank, and this year.
What did you do with the money?
I bought one machine again. I bought this thing. Cylinder.
It's all right. It's okay.
It's okay. Thank you.
Is our member. They collected it. They recovered it from our member, which is Ojo.
What is it for?
It is one that's using it. Ojo is his name.
For waiting.
He's using it to protect himself.
Is that a balance or you got it?
He used to say that if he use medicine or tie something that nobody will see him, or that he used to disappear.
Is he here now?
It's not here now, but it's himself. I cannot.
It's okay.
I'm 44 years of age. I'm an Okada practitioner.
You're from where?
I'm from Ondo State. I got this job through somebody that I know, Shola. He's the one that introduced this job through his friend. They call that one Session. Session told me that they said they want to go Oye. It's the one operation that I followed them to Oye, and I took Session on the bike. So two of us were on the bike, moving around. Before we got there, the operation had been started, and we announced things going around before the operation was finished. After they left, me with Session, we were now back to Akure. The second day, the money was sent to me by Shola. I was collected 200,000 naira. That's the first operation that I worked with them. It's Shola that I know that introduced
Okay,
me.
thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we are here yet again to keep you abreast with some of our achievements and also to expose some of the established modus operandi of these criminals to our citizens. We believe that by exposing some of these antics and tactics of these criminals, citizens will be able to learn and take precautionary as well as preventing steps to protect themselves from these criminals. We also believe that by exposing the atrocities of these criminals and by collectively naming and shaming them, others in the larger society will probably think twice before engaging in some of these similar criminal enterprise. Today, we are parading before you a total of 32 persons. All of them have been clearly linked with offenses ranging from armed robbery to kidnapping to homicide, fraud, cattle rustling, and of course bank robbery. From these suspects, we recovered one AK-47 rifle, one AK-49 rifle, 2 pump-action rifles, 19 locally made pistols, 129 live cartridges for the pump actions, 145 rounds of live ammunition, and then 1 Toyota Corolla saloon car. All the cases, suspects, and as well as recoveries being paraded today were made possible by the very hardworking men and women of the Special Tactical Squad, the STS, led by DCP Kolo. For us today, we'll show you some of the highlights of this parade, and the first of them is the case of bank robbery. As a matter of fact, it is not just bank robbery, it is bank robberies. Between 2019 and early part of this year, 3 cases of bank robberies were recorded in Ondo and Ekiti states. Three banks located at Ileoluji in Ondo State, Idori also in Ondo State, as well as Oye in Ekiti State, were at different times attacked and robbed by this same gang. Operatives from STS carried out very extensive and intensive investigation into this case that lasted for months. And today, we are glad that we can present to you the outcome of these comprehensive investigations. 6 policemen were killed as a result of those robberies. 4 were killed during the robbery at Ileoluji, while 2 were killed during the robbery at Oye in Ekiti State. A branch of Wema Bank, a branch of UBA, as well as a microfinance bank were attacked in those 3 operations. The suspects we have today will be speaking to you. We have Ojo Tubosun. At this point, all of you will take down your mask. When I call your name, you take down your mask and you raise your hand up. Ojo Tubosun. Ojo Tubosun is 42 years old. He is the leader of this gang. Ismail Ojo is 25 years old. Take down your mask. And he participated actively in these operations. Victor Owoyemi is 36 years old. Adeniyi John, take down your mask. Adeniyi John is 42 years old. Shola Oladimeji. Shola Oladimeji is 50 years old. Olubado Fatoye. Olubado Fatoye is 41 years old. And Dele Ario. Dele, look at the camera. Dele is 44 years old. The operations were highly organized and clinically executed by the crooks. They had clear-cut division of labors, and each of the group or each member of the group had an assigned role, and they played those roles as effectively as they can or as they could. The last 2 persons here, Fatoye and Ario, were Okada riders. Take down your mask as I describe your roles. Were Okada riders who carried out what they called surveillance operations while the robberies were going on. Their roles specifically were to ensure that they monitor the roads, monitor the advance of the police and other security agencies, keep the group informed of every external incursion into the areas where the operations were taking place. And they did that, and for that, they were handsomely rewarded. The rest members of the gang will be speaking to you very shortly. They all participated in the 3 operations, and they all got different amounts of money for their roles.